When I get asked, Paul, what do you do? My answer is very simple. I solve sales problems, period.
All right. Whatever you do in life, there's something that influenced you, motivated you, got you excited to do it, right? Something you've seen, something you heard, something that was shown to you, something influences us every day to take whatever action we take. So, what I'm going to share with you today is how to influence prospects to buy into you, the salesperson, the entrepreneur, the small business owner. Think about it. Before I share the topic with you, I just want to give you a little background on this. And I don't want to sound arrogant or egotistical, anything like that. I'm trying to be as humble and sincere and as real as I possibly can. What you have to understand and know and accept is that if you know what you're doing and you know your craft and you know your profession and you're really good at it, then you are a commodity. That's why there's two types of brand. There's a company brand, there's an individual brand. You can have a company that just didn't work out financially, but you're still the brand. You can always build another company, right? So you have to accept, at least I do, when I'm on the phone and I'm with prospects and I'm trying to earn a relationship, I have to let them know, number one, how valuable I am to them or can be to them, and that I am a commodity, that I can solve problems, that I can grow their sales, that I can increase their cash flow and their revenue. I have to show that I can do that. And there's three ways I can show that. And again, when I speak to prospects, all of my initial contact is over the phone, it's through cold calling. It's just the way I built, it's just the way I've been doing things all my life. Okay. So, what can you do? And I'm going to share with you what you could do to get prospects to buy into you first before they buy into the product and services. Because if they don't buy into you first, in my experience, the product is irrelevant. Because people have relationships with people. The product is the end result of that relationship, right? It's like you have value, the money that they pay you is the consequence of your value, right? Does that make sense? Because if you don't have value, you don't get paid, right? You don't get paid, you don't have any money, right? So you have to accept and understand that you are a commodity, that you are a brand. And how do you do that? Well, before I show you that, what's a brand? Brand is your reputation in simple terms. When you see a logo of the McDonald's logo, right? That's a brand. You know what to expect, right? When you go to Walmart, go to any of these stores, Neiman Marcus, Lamborghini, that symbol, that logo represents a result, right? It's a commodity. Okay, so now there's three things that I apply every single day so that I get prospects to buy into me, right? Now, first of all, I know that all of the prospects I target, they all need my services. Why? because they all need more and want more sales, right? You either want or you need. That's how you buy. You either need something or you want something, right? Every business, including yours and mine, are always looking for what? More sales, right? So how do you do that? Well, the way I engage people and the way I produce more sales for my company, and then when my clients hire me or my prospects hire me, become my client, how I produce sales for their company is three ways. Okay, buckle up. How to get, how to influence prospects to buy into you. The number one thing in my experience, putting social media aside, it's part of what we do, but just put it aside for a second. The number one thing that I always do is I get the prospect engaged. Engagement is important. Engagement has to be special. Engagement has to be personal for the prospect. They have to feel like there's no one else. And one of the things that I tell my prospects when I get them engaged, and I tell them this in my presentation, listen, no matter if I have 50 clients, they don't matter when I'm with you. What matters is you and I right now. That's very powerful. What you say to them and how you say it to them in the engagement is going to set the tone whether they're going to buy into you or not. And here's what I mean. When you do social media, you post, right, content, you're targeting a mass of people, right? Are they all really special? Do they feel special? Because it's easy to like a content, right? It just doesn't take much. There's no emotions to that. It's easy to type something, right? But if you make that content personal to every person that sees it, that's more valuable, right? That makes sense? I like to take it a step further. I like to make it even more personal by calling them directly and engaging them in what they already liked on my content. So, for example, if somebody likes my content or they comment on my content, I want to know why. Is it because they just liking it to make me feel good? I don't want it. It doesn't matter. I want them to use it. But that's the brand. When you use it and it produces results, that's the brand. That's the result I want. So you have to engage them. How do you engage them? Well, you by what you say and how you say it to them. Because we all take action based upon what we hear and how we hear it. Right? It's just a fact. So engagement is the most important thing in the beginning. Because if you don't have engagement, you can't go anywhere else, right? In the process. So engagement is important. And how you engage them is important. And what you say to them and how you say it to them is important. Because it sets the tone for everything else. And also engagement, not only is it personal, but it's emotional. And 95% of all sales are bought by emotion. Why? Because they want something. When people want something, it's emotional. They like to be engaged emotionally. Does that make sense?